had people call me everything but a child of God. I had people tell me, you need to put a gun to your head and pull the trigger. I had people tell me if I would have known XYZ, I would have never supported you.
In recent years, your name has resided in, I think you would call bullshit. I'm just gonna kind of say that. Does it pain you to know that the people that you're trying to maybe help are the ones throwing the daggers at you?
Yeah, hurt people, and heal people, heal people. So when you are behind your Twitter, thugging it out, your Instagram, writing crazy comments to somebody you may or may not know, most often you don't know, with your opinion, and you spew your vitriol, that's because you're hurting. So work on that. And there are many modalities that people can employ. And I'm looking directly to the camera for those that need this message. It's so much easier to lead with love. And that's all I know how to do. And what's interesting about that is even when you lead with love, people can tell you, you got a huge ego, you think you're all that, you chasing clout, you doing all those things. The people that have the inclination to qualify your intention in that way are the ones we got to be careful for, and the ones we got to pray for. Because you have to prove to me that you are unworthy of my love. And even when you do that, I'm gonna still try to find a way to love you.
That seems like a painful path, though.
But that's the path of a true servant, right? And so if you are really here for what you say you're here for, then you have to be able to withstand all of it.
Yeah.
And it's not pleasant.
Yeah.
It's toxic, it's traumatic, it's damaging, it's all those things. I had people call me everything but a child of God. I had people tell me, you need to put a gun to your head and pull the trigger. I had people tell me if I would have known XYZ, I would have never supported you. And the reality is none of those things are valid for me. They're valid for you because you feel you need to say some bullshit like that to me.
Yeah.
And you don't know me. And so, but I'm also willing to put myself in the line of fire.
Yeah. I think it's disappointing for me because your name, Malik Yoba, there's like a presence to that. And then just to see how it gets mixed up in some other shit now was more so like we're overlooking what this person has contributed.
Hurt people, and heal people, heal people. So it's disappointing to you because you have a level of love and a level of healing that you want to do through your own work. So you can recognize it, right? And so particularly in the space of the digital universe where people hear clips of something, a little bit of something, and people are lazy. But here's the difference. When you're a true servant and you're a hustler, bro, the shit ain't stopped. Like, this a bump in the road. But in fact, I told you earlier, I've been more productive even just in the last year post-surgery than I have in my entire career. Wow. How is that possible?
And that's with Yoba.
Given everything that I've done.
Yeah.
Because understanding your purpose, you double down on that shit. And you go, okay, y'all missed this part. Now, bad boys truly move in silence, right? You just do your work. You wake up every day, you know who you serve, and you do your work. And my work with Yoba Development, builder of people, places, and things, this is a lifetime. I was a kid who grew up in the South Bronx, raised in Harlem, during the crack era, the dope fiend era, empty lots, rubble, dreaming of being a billionaire so I could fix this shit. There's no difference for me with real estate, working with formerly incarcerated people, supporting the LGBTQIA community, supporting autistic kids, supporting seniors, people with dementia. Why? Because guess what? Every version of human that I've ever met wants to be loved. They want to be seen. They want to be respected. They want to be supported. They want to be understood. They want to move from point A to point B. And if I have it in my capacity to be of service for something or somebody other than myself, I will always serve. And regardless of what other people think it's about, I stay on the mission. And so it's a blessing. You continue to be blessed when you're blessing other people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do it to be blessed. I do it because that voice inside of me when I wake up in the morning
Mm-hmm.
that gets me excited to go to this high school in Queens and meet with the principal to say, hey, we have an entire curriculum we're going to introduce to your students. I've got this doc series, the real estate mixtape, where I took 7 young people of color on a journey with me as I pursue my first real estate development deal. It's led to the redevelopment of a school in the South Bronx,
Mm-hmm.
a health and a sports and wellness program, and how I can take young people in this city and connect them to real opportunities in this built environment where 78% of the C-suite is still white men that don't look like me. And I'm a CEO and founder of a development company at the intersection of storytelling, of media, education, and real estate. So not only am I doing real estate deals
Mm-hmm.
and working in education,
Mm-hmm.
I'm also creating media around it, both scripted and non-scripted.
Mm-hmm.
There's books, there's other films I'm directing. There's TV. Like I said, I'm shooting The Equalizer now. I just did the
Mm-hmm.
show East New York. There's a Netflix film coming out. So that kind of level of productivity, when you are clear about your mission and what you're here to do, particularly when you've almost lost life a couple of times, not just, heart surgery. I got shot at 15. So I got 3 birthdays: born on September 17th, shot on January 18th, heart surgery on August 19th. I don't have time for other people's bullshit
Mm-hmm.
and their ideas on who they think I am. In fact, buy the book. It's called "I Got a Story to Tell."
Yeah.
And to bring it back to your original question,
Mm-hmm.
when you said how did it feel, I was traumatized.
Mm-hmm.
I had to do all kinds of shit, Reiki, reading, meditation, because other people's psychic energy will enter your field. It will get into your fucking cell. It will impact you on the cellular level if you're not careful. And so when I think of cyberbullying and young kids that commit suicide
Mm-hmm.
because of that, y'all folk better understand, when you think that it's cute to talk shit about people that you don't know and just write evil, vitriolic nonsense because it makes you feel better, God don't like ugly. You're going to get yours. But understand the impact that you make on people's lives is much greater than you think.